Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Em, and today we are here to do a very bright August TBR. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not hyped to be filming an August TBR, mostly because we have a handful of days left for July. Not quite a week, but you know, a not insignificant amount of time, and I still have every single book from my July TBR on my bedside table. I have started all three, but I'm not excited about them. So it doesn't make me super hopeful about this next month, but that's okay. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's start with obligation reads. I don't have that many. I have no idea what I'm going to read for Buzzword Readathon yet. The prompt is to read a book with the word like in the title. I have no idea. I'm going to have to go through what I have and then maybe go browse the library. Nothing is popping off the top of my head when I think about that prompt, so we are going to have to see. And then for the Betty Pages Challenge Yourself, gosh, I always trip over this. For the Betty Pages Challenge Yourself Challenge, I am going to finally be reading Bloodmarked by Tracy Deonn. This is the book 2 in the Legendborn cycle. This is a contemporary King Arthur retelling. I love Legendborn, and I reread it last year with the intent of reading this, and then I just have been putting it off because she is so chunky. And then also Tracy Deonn announced that it was going to be a quartet, and I was like, well, I have time. But it is one of the options for challenge your shelf, and so I'm going to use that as my excuse to hopefully pick it up. And then for Literally Dead Book Club, the book for this month is I Was a Teenage Slasher by Stephen Graham Jones. I love Stephen Graham Jones. I meant to read this during Summerween, and I just did not get to it in time. And I just am so excited. I've heard some really good reviews, and I just love his writing style. I'm just so happy that we got 2 books from him this year. Also, if you have been watching my last few vlogs, you'll know that I am currently rereading all of the Lady Sherlock books. All of them. And I'm about halfway through. I have 3 more to reread, and I'm hoping to get to them all in August and then read the latest installment. So I need to read Murder on Cold Street, which I might be able to get done before July, but just on the off chance that I don't, because again, I do have like those 3 books to read as well. So might not get to it, and if I don't, it's just going to be in August. But I need to read Murder on Cold Street, Miss Moriarty, I Presume, A Tempest at Sea, and the newest, A Ruse of Shadows. These are all by Sherry Thomas. This is a historical cozy mystery series with a gender-swapped Sherlock Holmes, and it's one of my favorite series. It is definitely a comfort series. I love rereading this series every time I do it. The last time I reread the whole series was right before book 4 came out. And obviously, I mean, we have book 5, book 6, book 7, and book 8. So obviously, this time around it is a bigger undertaking, but I am no less excited to be spending time with these characters than I was when I did it just for book 4. So it's going great. I've given basically every book either a 4.5 or a 5. It really is just an absolutely beloved series for me. And then the other one I'm hoping to get to, because I currently have the audiobook checked out from the library, so now there's kind of like a timer on it if I want to read it with the audiobook. But I have Mr. Magic by Kirsten White, which is another horror, and I love how unapologetically pink this cover is. Like, I love the cover trend from a little bit of last year and this year of just these very vibrant, almost neon colored covers. I love it. It's so fun. So I'm also hoping to get to this. Basically anything that I wanted to read during Summerween that I didn't quite get to is kind of getting pushed in to August a little bit. But like I said, I still have a few days left of July. I haven't filmed my Ketchup and Pickles vlog yet. So, you know, I might have progress, but I'm a little nervous for the TBR jar for this month because, I mean, this is what I have already. Just by casually glancing at my shelves before I walked in here to be like, oh, what do I want to read? And voila. I also have quite a bit, I also have quite a few holds at the library. I also have The Brothers Hawthorne by Jennifer Lynn Barnes checked out on audio, which is book 4 in the Inheritance Games trilogy. I have a hold on the audiobook for Trust by Hernan Diaz, which I just purchased the paperback of. I have a hold on the latest Veronica Speedwell book, which I'm not really sure if I'm going to read, but it's going to come in August. My hold for What the River Knows by Isabel Ibanez is going to come in August. Like, I have a lot of stuff that has been on hold for a very long time that now all of a sudden is going to be coming in, one right on top of each other. Like, I've already delayed 3 of those books where they came available and I knew I wasn't gonna have time for them, and so I pushed them back. So it's an embarrassment of riches right now in the book options. And I have a little bit of that frantic, there's so much I want to read but not enough time energy. I just want to consume all the things. I just want to read all the things. And there's not enough time to read all the things that I want to read all at the same time. It's tragic. Tragic. But with that being said, let's get to the TBR jar, and I'm going to draw my 3 books, and hopefully I will be able to finish the 3 from July before starting August. Otherwise, I'm going to have 6 books to read from the TBR jar, and I do not want that for myself. So let's dive in. All right, here's number 1. Ooh, okay. Book number 1 is Night of the Mannequins. Okay, Night of the Mannequins. So this is a novella. It's by Stephen Graham Jones. I don't hate the idea of reading 2 Stephen Graham Jones in 1 month. It's very short. I think this one is pretty creepy. I'm not sure how I feel about horror about mannequins. I feel like that's maybe pushing into doll territory a little too closely for me, but I don't know. This could be fun. At least it'll be quick. I love Stephen Graham Jones's style of writing, so I'm sure I'll have thoughts about this no matter what. All right, now we're going to do book number 2. I kind of want a different color. Okay, we'll do that one. This one is You Again. You Again by Kate Goldbeck. This is contemporary romance, and I have been very curious about this one because I have seen really great reviews. I've heard it compared to When Harry Met Sally, which is kind of perfect because I currently have the DVD of When Harry Met Sally checked out from the library because my middle kid and I are slowly watching classic rom-coms, and that one is next on our list. And it's been really interesting to watch these older rom-coms through my lens of having watched all of them so many times, but also through my kids' eyes of never having seen these ever. And they're all a little bit older, and so sensibilities have changed, conventions have changed, just the way my kid interacts with the world is very different than how I interacted with the world at their age. So anyways, it's been a really interesting social experiment of sorts. So I think this will be kind of fun to watch When Harry Met Sally very closely in conjunction with reading a When Harry Met Sally retelling. This is probably the wrong time of year to read this because I think this book definitely gives off like fall vibes, but I am definitely ready for the season of fall. I'm not ready for actual fall. Like, I don't want all the stuff that goes with fall. I don't want back to school. I don't want the busy schedule. I don't necessarily want it to be cold, but I want the aesthetic of fall, if that makes sense. And number 3, I'll do purple. We have almost every color. Ooh, Immortal Longings. Immortal Longings by Chloe Gong. Oh, I am so excited this came up. I read my first Chloe Gong books earlier this year. I read, can I remember what they're called? Our Violent Delights and Our Violent Ends, which is a YA duology. It's a Romeo and Juliet retelling. And then this is Chloe Gong's adult debut, I believe. And it's an Antony and Cleopatra retelling. And I am so excited. I very impulsively bought this off of Pango. I just love the art on this edition. I think this is the UK edition, but I'm not entirely sure. Because again, I bought it off Pango and I just bought it because it was pretty. If I'm being honest, but I really loved our Violent Delights books, and I'm really excited to read more from her because I just think her writing is so good and she's such an amazing storyteller. So I'm really excited about this one. All right, I think I'm gonna call it there for my August TBR. I could add like 5 more books to the stack, but in July, if you saw my July TBR, I had a hefty stack for July, and I did not read very much off of that stack. I didn't even read half, I think. It was very much a mood reading month, and I don't know if August is going to be any more structured or if it's going to continue to just be following my whims wherever they want to take me. But in this moment, we'll see how I feel next week or the week after. In this moment, I'm very excited about this stack. I think this is a good looking stack of books, right? Yeah, I think so. Anyways, as always, please let me know if you've read any of these, what you've thought. I would like to keep this hype train going. So if you did not like any of these, oh, sad. Don't tell me yet. You can tell me when I do my wrap up at the end of August. But for right now, if you disliked any of these, don't tell me. Only good news, please. Yeah, so if you want to leave a comment, hype me up. Let me know what you're looking forward to reading in August. Also, if there are any readathons going on in August, let me know. I might need one to kind of help me push through, but we'll see. Also, if you have a recommendation for a book that I should read for Buzzword Readathon, let me know that as well. That would be super helpful. And otherwise, if you want to leave an emoji to let me know you're here, I don't know. Leave me a leaf. It can be a green leaf or an autumn leaf. You pick, whichever more excited for fall or if you're liking summer. And like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I will talk to you all in the next one. Bye!